What's up, y'all? As you can see behind me, I'm out here at the range again. I've been out here all day long doing some really interesting jelly tests, and this one right here ought to be a good one too. It's another 38 special test. So as always, we got the jelly contraption set up with the chrono and 2 blocks of gel. Now I've done only one test in this front block here, so we got plenty of room to see what's going on. I'll leave some links for that one if you hadn't seen that. But what we're checking out on this one, like I said, is some 38 special, and this was sent to me by Michael. So Michael, I really appreciate this again. It's the Super Vel 38 Special Plus P Super Snub ammunition. This is a 90 grain jacketed hollow point, nice nickel plated case, and the box is claiming 1,300 feet per second from a 1 7/8 inch J frame. So we ought to definitely be seeing that speed out of the tools we using here today. Now speaking of tools, what we're gonna run them out of first off is the 856 Taurus with the 2-inch barrel. So it got us a little snubby there, and then for a little bit longer one, we got the Taurus 608. Now this is a 4-inch barrel. It's ported on the end, so you're getting a little bit of pressure loss because of the porting, but it's still, for all intents and purposes, it's a 4-inch barrel. So this one ought to be a pretty interesting, especially if we see those speeds that they're saying with a 90 grain projectile. I'm expecting some pretty heavy fragmentation out of these things if we do hit those speeds. So let me get everything set up and let's see what these things can do. All right, y'all, let's see what kind of speeds we can squeeze out of these Super Vels. I'm gonna do a 3-round average through each barrel length. I'm gonna start out with the 2-inch 856 first. Remember, now on the box, these things are claiming 1,300 feet per second. Let's see what we can get. $13.05. Let me tell you something. That's a plus P right there, buddy. Oh, I didn't get a reading on that one. Didn't get a reading on that one either. Let me load up a couple more rounds. All right, let's see if we can get the chrono cooperate with these two, y'all. Got 1270 and 1291. Let's go down there and check that average out. All right, so our 3-round average from a 2-inch barreled 856 is 1,288 feet per second. That's smoking on out from a 2-inch barrel revolver. Let me get this reset and let's see what that 608 can do. All right, y'all, I got us 3 more rounds loaded up, this time in the 4-inch barrel Taurus 608. I'm expecting some even better performance out of these right here. 1372, 1392, and 1363. Let's go check that 3-round average out. All right, so our 3-round average from the 4-inch barrel Taurus 608 is 1,375 feet per second. And if you remember out the 856, it was 1288. So you're talking about 87 feet per second difference between the 608 and the 856. So not a whole lot, not even quite 10%. So it's gonna be interesting to see what these do in the gel. Like I say, I'm expecting some fragmentation for sure. Let me get all this reset and y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's sure enough plus P jelly time. I'm gonna put 1 round out of each barrel down there into the gel. We're gonna start out with the 2-inch 856. We'll try to put it kind of towards the top. Whew. That is a powerful round right there, buddy. Let's go down there and see what we got. All right, y'all, that's pretty much what I expected down there. That round came all apart. I mean, there's hardly anything left of it. Came completely out of the jacket. The projectile is in 100 pieces down there. It went off like a grenade. So let's see what it'll do out this 608. I'm expecting even more carnage from this one. I mean, I can just see it from here. That thing came all apart, y'all. Let's go down there and check this stuff out and see what we got. All right, y'all, let's take a look at this devastation we got down here. Pretty much ended up exactly how I thought it was going to. I knew just looking at those speeds that this stuff was going to go all to pieces. And as you can see right here in the gel, it went all to pieces and then some. So this top wound channel right here, that one's out of the 856 to 2-inch barrel. As you can see, came in, basically detonated as soon as it came in. There's the jacket, the complete jacket is right there. It just left it behind, kept on rolling on out with chunks of lead, and it's just all to pieces down here. I'm gonna pull that, but there ain't a whole lot left to pull, y'all. Just devastation as far as the wound channel. Penetration looks like it's right around 12 inches or so. Now the 608 down here on the very bottom ramped it up even more. It came in again, almost instant detonation of the entire round there. You can see just a huge disruption all the way through the channel. You can see little pieces coming out every which way. It dumped every bit of the material along the way, pieces of jacket, and then you got a mangled up what's left of the projectile down here with a little bit of jacket left on it. But this is just crazy devastation, y'all. This is what you see from a hot 357 Magnum round most of the time, and these plus P38 specials put the sauce to it, buddy. Now as far as penetration on it, the 856, you sitting out here at 12 3/4 inches of penetration, so nice penetration within the FBI standards. You know, a lot of people, including myself, wouldn't mind having a little more than that, but for that kind of devastation right there, I can give up a couple of inches of penetration, I think, in this case. Now the 608 stopped at exactly 11 inches, so that's definitely a little bit shorter than I'd like to see, but again, you're talking about some massive energy dump with all that shrapnel and all that disruption, that wound action. I don't know, I may even let that little bit of penetration pass by, but both of these are absolutely devastating as far as the shrapnel and the fragmentation. Just a little bit shy of penetration on that 608 for sure, and right there added on the 856. Want to give you a little bit of overhead view before I pull those projectiles. You can see just how nasty those are. There's no wound channels behind it from this angle. That's all just devastation from that 38 Special Plus P. I mean, the round's just all apart, and you can see what's left of that one right there, if I can get it to focus, is basically nothing. I mean, it's just a pile of shrapnel there, y'all, on both of them. Just absolute fragmentation, devastation out of those things. All right, y'all, let's take a look at what's left of these projectiles. I mean, they're just all to pieces. There's the jacket I pulled out, the complete jacket right there, just completely shed the jacket. This is off the 856, this little pile here, and this was basically all this was stuck together at the very end of the travel, so that's the biggest piece. This was right there with it, and so was this other little tiny piece there. So that's out the 856. This one right here is the 608, same kind of deal. This was the biggest piece sitting there, and all this was clumped up together, basically stuck together at the end of the wound channel travel. It's gonna be hard to measure this stuff, but I'm gonna try my best and see what I can do. So as y'all can see, I mean, just complete devastation, absolute fragmentation. Just like I said, this stuff just went off like a little mini grenade inside the gel. But let's see if we can manage to get some types of measurements on them. Like I say, this little pile right here was at the very end of the travel, all grouped together from the 608. So I'll put the biggest part here on the scale first. That right there is 48 grains. If we start adding back the little shrapnel pieces to it that was all sitting down there at the end, 66.4. So 66.4 grains was the total of all the stuff clumped together at the end, and it started out as 90. So I'm telling you, this gel is completely full of lead and copper fragments, just all in that gel. Now the one from the 856 here, this is the main chunk here. That's 44.2, and then if we add the other pieces that was stuck there with it at the end of the travel, that's 64.6. So that one also started at 90. So like I said, these things lost a massive amount of material inside the gel. Now, as far as measuring expansion off of these things, it's a kind of a pointless endeavor because it's falling apart the more I even touch it. But this is out the 608. The short side is 0.39. Long ways, you're looking at 0.46, so just crazy. Just it's hard to even measure expansion because of the way it came apart so much. This one right here out of the 856 looks about the same. You got 437, 389, and 406. So again, just crazy expansion. Not even so much expansion as just massive fragmentation out of these things. But there you have it, y'all, the Super Vel Plus P Super Snub rounds. I think it says it all when I just got to hold my hand full of shrapnel to show you the rounds at the end here. These things did pretty much exactly what I figured they were going to do. They just come apart, like I said, like a little mini grenade when they hit the gel. Just absolute devastation. All right, y'all, there's another 38 special Plus P test in the books, and this right here was a nasty little round. You know, we talk a lot about Plus P rounds really not living up to the Plus P designation on them in a lot of these calibers that I've tested. Let me tell you something right now. These Super Vel 38 special Plus Ps are the real deal. They are absolutely Plus P rounds. Now, that being said, these things came absolutely all apart in the gel. Massive fragmentation. I know a lot of people don't like that. Me, myself, I'm kind of on the fence how I feel about that. A lot of people like to see all that mass carried on out all the way to the end of the wound channel. I kind of do myself too, but when you're talking about this kind of disruption in the gel or whatever medium it might be going into, I don't know. I might could live with it in this case. But y'all let me know y'all's thoughts down in the comments. What do you think about these Plus P Super Vels? Are you impressed with what you saw here today? Does this massive fragmentation bother you? Would you rather see the rounds stay together? Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. If y'all did enjoy the video, take a second if you would, click that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification icon. All of that stuff really does help, so I really appreciate that. Check out my affiliate links down below in the video description. You know the deal with the Amazon. Like I always tell you, if you shop through there anyway, hit that link up first. It goes straight through Amazon like normal from there. Don't cost you any extra money whatsoever, and anything you buy anywhere on Amazon after clicking that link, I get a kickback from them towards the channel. If you're in the market for some new ear pro, check out those actual affiliate links. They got some fantastic stuff, and you can save a bunch of money if you click those links instead of going straight through their site. Once again, I appreciate all my Range Gang members for reaching out and hitting that join button, and every single one of y'all that supports the channel by watching these videos, hitting the thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, and leave me those comments down below. Like I said, let me know what you think about these crazy Plus P Super Vels. I've got tons more good stuff coming y'all's way, so make sure you stay on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see you soon.